me tell you a little bit about the boat. It's a 2016 Tracker Grizzly 1860 MVX. This was actually my brother's boat. He passed away in November of 2023. Now, he had a commercial crabbing license. When he passed away, he gave the commercial crabbing license to my older brother. It had been passed down originally to him by my grandfather. So after he passed away, the boat was given to me. Around April of 2024, I got the boat. So let's talk about this name. Talk to Me Goose. Well, my brother's nickname growing up all through school and into his adult life was Goose. He was big into goose hunting, as you could probably figure that out. I came up with the Talk to Me Goose because every time I get out on the water, this is all new to me. I've never owned a boat. So when I get out on the water and I'm a little not sure, I'll actually say to myself, talk to me, Goose. Where do I need to go? What do I need to do? And will point me in the right direction. And most of the time he does. So I've been using this boat, like I say, I got it in April. So I've been using it. It's now December. I've probably taken it out maybe 20 times this year. I know it's probably quite a bit for never boating, but I needed to get used to it. I did some modifications, so let's talk about them. Let's start with the truck because I did some modifications to it too. So this is my Toyota Tundra. It's a 2014. The one thing I did to this is I ran a quick disconnect all the way from my battery back to the back here. And I added an electric winch. You open this up and you have your wire that actually goes to your truck and plugs in. This is all waterproof. I don't have to worry about anything rusting or corroding. Put that on to make it a little easier for me. And it definitely has helped. That being said, I'm probably going to try to upgrade again to the auto release system. I have these ratchet straps just because I like a little extra safety. Sometimes I go on some long trips and get it bouncing because it has a T-top on it. And anybody that knows what T-tops do, they're nothing but a sail. So when you're driving down the road, it's yanking back on your boat. We installed the T-top and the storage box up top. Also the lights that are on it. I put a light on each side and mounted the rocket rod holders. The only issue I have is, like I said, it is a sail. So when you start driving, it'll get bouncing. And what happened was these loosened up. I think this year we're going to try to take this out, put in some nut rivets, I think is what they're actually called, and then screw it back down with that. So it's not just the threads of a sheet metal screw. It'll actually be a bolt that's holding it in. And then, as you can see, I put this seat on. It's a swivel seat. And I just rigged it up with this block because I wanted to see if it worked well. Because all it came with was a little pad. And honestly, it was hard on the back because I don't have any support on my back. And the fact that I'm short. I'm only about 5'6". So the fact that I could barely reach the steering wheel and I couldn't see over the dash. So kind of raised it up. This is definitely a project we're going to be doing. I've actually got a pedestal for it. We're going to take this out. And the gas tank for the boat is underneath this. So I can't really drill real big screws in or anything like that. So once again, I bought a nut rivet tool. We'll do an unboxing on that. It actually came in the other day. I opened it up just to see what was in it, but we'll actually do an unboxing on it and we'll talk about it. I've never used one. I've seen on other channels people using them, and they seem to work pretty well. So I'm going to end up putting this seat on a 7-inch mounting plate. That'll get me up high enough to see over the dash, and then hopefully I can get it a little bit closer to the steering wheel and make it a little bit easier for me sitting and driving. Let's see, what else are we gonna do? So up underneath the console here, that's where all my wires come up. I did rewire this boat same time I put in all the lights and stuff. I'm an amateur, didn't know what I was doing. Everything works great, but I got a lot of wires. It's just spaghetti everywhere in there. So I bought a new fuse panel. I bought a battery disconnect. We're going to be attaching that to the battery so that everything's safe and not take up as much room. So we're also going to be, like I said, we're going to be doing the wiring part in here. Not sure if you can actually see. You can see I got a lot of spaghetti here. So we'll be cleaning this up, and we're going to get that all straightened out and get some new wires ran. You'd like to crab off of this side of the boat, and the only issue you have is when you're trout lining, you have a roller that comes off this side. And I normally put it right about here. So when I'm sitting here, I get muddy from the chicken necks coming up over the roller, splashing me, my chair, the motor, and my light here. So I'm going to take this light, and I'm actually going to take it off of here, and we are going to trim it down. We're going to try to make it a nice short light, and then try to mount it up here on the top of the T-top. So that's the goal. They're the projects as of right now that I have set in mind. One other project, of course, we'll do the maintenance on the engine. That will change gear lube and all that. I believe I'm going to need to do new trailer lights, so in and out of brackish water all the time. So I'm gonna change those, and then I'm gonna need to probably put some new bunks underneath, or at least carpet them. Gotta pull the boat off. Of course, this is a very heavy boat, so I'll probably launch the boat one day when it's warm out, and then we'll do the bunks and figure out what we're gonna do from there as far as any other projects.